So the sack pumper calculators, they are 100% true, but they are 100% unrealistic in terms of you're making an assumption that everybody selling will be met with reflexive demand FOMO buyers. You're making that assumption. Now, I don't know, man. Maybe it matches out. I just don't know. I don't know how to do those calculations. I don't know how to think about them. Basically, in a nutshell, let's say rectum Rochelle. Let's say if we pump up, if we just do 30x from today, rectum has, I think, like 1.4 billion. Can rectum distribute, say, $1 billion of that and it be met with FOMO demand? I don't know. Do we need CEX listings to match it? What if rectum doesn't do it slowly? You see what I mean? There's all this chaotic stuff we can't compute. But yeah, the calculation numbers, yeah, they're true, but you're making an assumption no one clicks out, which we know is not realistic. But then also, you can't say that it has no chance of happening because there's reflexive buying. Like, look, I don't want to use this example all the time, but I have to. Michael Saylor, he went from fighting Bitcoin in 2014, and then he buys a couple $100 million in 2020 at 8-9 grand. But after Bitcoin went to 64K, so it's 6x higher, he puts in $1 billion of leverage. And he's now accumulating like $10 billion position or something, right? If you look at it. So just, I know it sounds crazy, man. I'm not making this up. Let's say Cardanzo does a 5x from here. Now it's 60 billion market cap. All right, 60 billion. If Pulse PLS does a 30x from here, it's like 25 billion. You might find there are big funds out there. They're spreading between Cardanzo and PulseChain, and they're like, and they're playing on big exchanges. They're putting in millions of dollars to trade, and then all that volume can be enough to let someone like Rectum distribute orderly, if you know what I mean. Pooey Foundation, SUI, it flipped me out, man. They've dumped $400 million in the past 2 months during their marketing campaign. They've sent $400 million to the exchanges. My mind blew. Right now, I don't think they've dumped all those tokens. They're probably like they're T-wapping out. But it just blows my mind. That's why they get the big influencers on board. Look, let's be honest. If you were Rectum, Rochelle, if Pulse does a 30x, man, and you have 1.5 billion, dude, you could take like literally just $1 million. You have 1.5 billion, bro. You could take $1 million. You don't even need $1 million, man. You just need, you need way less, 500 grand. You can give the entire industry, every mainstream influencer, you can give them like 5 grand everywhere. Maybe you pay Ivan 100 grand. You could easily do that and just get in the shoulder bags. It's so easy. Wouldn't you do it? You have 1.5 billion. That's what, Raoul Powell and Arthur Hayes, they're on the token unlock schedule for Pooey and Craptos, right? Which is APT. They're doing it now, man. So why can't we do it? That's the game if they want to exit, but they have to do that, right? Because what you're effectively doing is, if we are much higher, PulseChain, the big whales distributing, they will be dumping on. They'll be dumping by putting a tax on traders in that zone. So all the mania, all the retail, all the leverage, all the bots cross arbitraging everything on the exchanges and going across everywhere. There'll be traders in that mania, just like Bitcoin 50 to 60K back in 2021. The hyper volatility, there's a lot of slippage, and think of it like a tax. So they can get taxed for the volume per day. It's kind of like, but like, hey, you're in an arena, you have a chance to make a lot of fast money. It moves up and down fast, but you're slowly being taxed. The whole ecosystem is being not the ecosystem, sorry, it's the ecosystem of the players on the exchanges and everybody trading. All the buying and the FOMO exit liquidity and the retailers buying and people playing momentum. They're getting taxed slowly. How are they getting taxed? They're getting like every day they do say $100 million of volume, $1 million or $2 million of that will be a Rectum Rochelle sell or a big whale sell. You see, they're selling 1 to 3% of the volume per day like that. And yet eventually the buyers run out of being a buyer. They just don't have any money left because, you know, maybe Bitcoin goes down or they just run out and then everything goes down here. So that can happen, man. It can happen. I just don't know, you know, is PulseX, is that mania going to occur at 5x from here or 15x from here or 100x from here? We don't know. We'll see.